Well, how about while you're looking that up, if we just open and I start giving some feedback to the last episode and we dive into... That way we can get the listener feedback out of the way.
Okay.
Not in like a rude way, but, just knock it out. No, you hit that idea? All right. We can wait. We'll save it for the end.
Wait just a second. Oh, yeah, here it is.
Okay, that's
okay.
All right. Is this the start of the thing?
I think.
Let's
Okay.
let me start it the right way.
Should we start it the real way? Wait, do
so
a pause so I can get the music.
It's episode 481. You could say the whole thing. Episode 481.
Okay. Episode 481. Rockin' it with Rocky 2. You just jump in whenever.
Welcome to the Sci-Fi Christian, bringing you theology at warp speed. I'm Matt Anderson.
And I am Ben DeBono, and we are back for more Rocky.
Yes, a little faster than we thought we would be back, because, Ben, I just want to give you a round of applause.
My wife did.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You have your fourth little one here in the house.
Yeah, that's right.
But they're not all little, as little anymore. How old is your oldest?
She's 7. She will be 8 in September.
All right. So, good. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, which is, it's scary because she's over the point where she's closer to being a teenager than not.
Oh, that is interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. And so my oldest is 1.5. So a little
she's got a little ways to go. Yeah.
Well, everybody, we did it. Rocky 2.
Yeah.
If you liked Rocky 1, I imagine you'll like Rocky 2 because it's basically the same movie. With some slight differences.
It was kind of a weird experience because I don't know about you, but for me, there was kind of a little bit of a discrepancy between my critical mind on this and my entertainment mind on this. Like, critically, I know this wasn't as good as the first one. And entertainment-wise, I didn't enjoy it quite as much as the first one either.
Yeah.
But I really liked it.
I liked it. I wouldn't say really liked it. But yeah, I think the best word is entertained. I really felt entertained.
Like, it is a mess. There are parts of this movie that are an absolute mess.
There are some really weird things.
It's so funny and entertaining, even when it's being a little bit of a disaster. It's kind of like this movie. The first one felt like a well done movie. It is a well done movie. This one felt a little bit like Rocky itself, where it's a mess and a little dumb at times, but you can't help feeling affectionate for it.
Yeah, you kind of like it. Yeah. So 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5 or maybe 4. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. I rated the first one 4.5. I don't know. I feel like on the first one though, I might rate that a 5 if I rewatched it.
Wow. So we both predicted 3.5, so we're pretty much right on.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
but it was a different type of 3.5 than what I was expecting.
Okay.
Like, I was kind of expecting good movie, but not quite as good. And this, I guess my reaction is I was really entertained. It's not as good, but it really entertaining.
Yeah, no, I liked it as well. It starts off with 6 minutes from the last movie.
Yes. So, which is part of what's just so weird. Maybe that's the thing, is that it makes all these weird choices like that, but they all kind of work.
Yeah.
There's so many things in this movie that shouldn't work, but they do.
They made Apollo Creed the full-up villain in this one, but I still really like that character.
He was mad. He was getting a lot of hate mail.
Yeah.
As evidenced by the mail bags situated behind him.
So... Yeah, I was mentioning this during the movie to you, but I still really like Apollo Creed. As characters go, I think he's a pretty good character.
He is a good character.
So I can't imagine...
Played by Carl Weathers.
Yep, I can't imagine that he won't be in the third movie. Like, my prediction for the third movie is they have to have the rubber match.
The rubber match?
That's what it means when, like, there's 3 different battles.
Oh, okay.
One person wins one, the other one wins the second one, and now you have, like, the tiebreaker.
Yeah. I see. No, I don't think he's going to fight Apollo Creed in the next one.
I would be surprised because it feels like
he's going to fight Hulk Hogan and Mr. T, right?
Well, we do have some feedback. Do you want to read a little feedback real quick, or should we save that for? Let's save it for the end.
Save it for the end. Yeah.
What do we want to mention? Well, here's some funny things. We found out it was written and directed by Sylvester Stallone.
Right.
And you and me were joking that perhaps he was thinking we should probably label some things, because there was 2 back-to-back scenes with labeling. There was one where Mickey was eating soup and crackers in his bed, and the cup he was using that contained the soup said on it soup and crackers.
Soup and crackers.
And then in the very next scene, we get Rocky's wife, who's now pregnant, and sure enough, she's wearing a shirt that says baby, pointing down to her belly.
Right.
Like, it's weird.
Yeah, there's so many moments like that they just feel like Stallone called up the prop department. Yo, guys, you got any shirts that say baby on them? And, yeah.
He had some pretty dumb lines in here, and you and I were talking early in the movie during the first act. It was like I couldn't understand. Are they trying to be funny, or is it funny because it's dumb? And I still don't really know. Because there were parts of this movie that were really good, like actually good artistically. And then there are parts of this movie that were really dumb but funny, and so I kind of like it still. But I don't know if that's what they meant it to be.
Right. It never quite felt like we were laughing at the movie.
I kind of felt like we were.
I don't feel... No, it wasn't like a mystery science theater thing, because it had... Like, there's a heart to the movie that was very genuine, and that I think you do... I don't know about for you, but for me, the final fight... You got into it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And that wouldn't have happened if it was just kind of a mystery science theater laughing at the movie type of thing.
Okay.
But it kind of bridged that line between laughing at the movie and then... But I also don't think it was intentionally trying to get us to laugh at all those parts either.
What were some funny lines that we were laughing at the beginning?
Well, I mean... Yo, Adrian, you like zoos? You like animals? Like, just go... if you can have a great drinking game where every time Rocky asks Adrian if she likes something, you take a shot. Yeah, you know, we'll get a watch. I can't... If you want to have a great time, you gotta have a watch.
You have to have a good watch.
You have to have a good watch.
Yeah, the plot was pretty, guessable.
But I think our favorite one, though, was the stallion chicken.
Okay, yes. This has to be a prop error. So
chicken.
So yes. Apollo Creed's trying to make Rocky mad, call him out.
Yeah.
And so he puts out this news article. No, it's not an article. It's like
like a full page ad.
Yeah, full page ad. And it's supposed to be Apollo Creed versus, I would guess, the Italian chicken rather than Italian stallion. And it actually says Apollo Creed versus the stallion chicken.
Yes. What? Which I'm not going to throw the prop department under the bus. I think Stallone probably put it in the script that way.
But then later in the movie,
somebody does say the Italian chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
well, they probably read their line like, no,
I'm not
I'm not saying that.
So I've got in my lap here Rocky 40th anniversary edition heavyweight collection. We still have this one. There's 6 total. So we have 4 movies to go
plus Creed.
So in this movie, we were finding out that he is going to go blind if he continues to fight.
Yeah.
My guess is he's going to continue the fight based on this.
That was never mentioned again in the whole movie.
Right. So you think the next one's going to start and he's going to be a little blind?
No. I think we're just moving on. That was done.
Okay.
That was just a convenient plot point. You know, it's kind of like the first one. There's not going to be a rematch. Well, then we made a lot of money. We gotta have a sequel.
Remember, the beginning was
pretty great.
A bunch of stuff in the hospital that was really great. Where instantly they're like about to start fighting. They have the rematch right there after just saying in the previous scene, no rematch.
Right.
Then I love when Rocky goes into Creed's room. He's like,
"Who is it?
Who is it? It's me, Rocky." So weird.
It would have been. I wish that part was longer. Like,
yeah,
that was really great.
Yeah, I liked it. It might seem like we're complaining, but I thought it was fun.
No, I think that, well, the way we're describing it is exactly our reaction. Like, there's a lot of things that are just kind of weird, and just describing it, it sounds like this should be a bad movie,
right.
But it works. Everything in it works.
Well, there was also, and you pointed this out correctly, towards the end of the movie, 2 back-to-back montages.
That's true. We got 2 montages.
That ended both on a freeze frame. I'm not even really joking. I think this is what happened because the montage, the first one, ends with Rocky successfully catching the chicken, proving that he is now fast enough.
Yeah, he caught the chicken because Mickey lost his mind in between movies.
And I was saying to you, I mean, you could see where the montage was going. So in the middle of it, I said, I guarantee this is going to end with him catching the chicken.
You said that.
Oh, the part that I said was it didn't have the same feel as him getting to the top of the steps.
Right.
So then, sure enough, we go to another montage that's eerily similar to the first movie montage where he starts running really fast and the camera's following him. Then he gets the steps and he does the same thing. So
they didn't even put a scene in between.
No, it's just straight montages. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like the studio said that chicken thing didn't have the same feel. Could you do something like the first one?
Okay, but I'm keeping the chicken.
so they kept the first one,
yes,
and then did a second montage that's just like the first movie.
Yes,
it worked for me.
Right, exactly. We have to talk about Adrian and the baby, though.
Oh wait, let's come back to that.
Okay,
you had also pointed out that Rocky liked the Pied Piper, basically.
No, you pointed that.
I said that, but you said he's kidnapped half of Philadelphia's children.
True. That's true.
So, yeah. Okay, so Adrian and the baby.
This was amazing.
Wait, why amazing?
It was amazing.
I actually kind of felt bad during this whole part.
Yeah, but then you realize what's happening. So Adrian goes into premature labor a month early. She's hemorrhaging. She goes into a coma. But she's had the baby, but she goes into a coma. Baby's fine. Rocky's visiting her. The nurse says, I'll bring you the baby. No! Not till I can see them together. Days. We know days, if not longer, pass.
So Rocky won't see the baby until him and his wife can see the baby together.
Where is the baby?
So who's raising the baby while she's in a coma?
Hospital nursery this whole time.
And they let him not keep the baby. They're like, all right, we'll raise him.
You have no idea how long she's going to be in a coma. Comas can be a day. Comas can be 20 years.
So it didn't really indicate how long it was. So I would say easily a week based on how many.
Yes, because we saw him going to the chapel back and forth. So it seemed like at least a week. So
the hospital was just like, okay, I guess we're keeping it. Worst case scenario, we have a new nurse.
Exactly. What is the game plan if this goes on longer?
Oh, that was weird. And then he says to Adrian when she was talking about the baby, like, you did all the work.
Yes. Yes.
That's 100% true because you haven't met the baby yet.
That's kind of true with every birth. The wife does the work. But especially here.
Yeah.
Like, he did nothing.
And why did... Changing the subject. Why was he so drawn to that jacket with the tiger on it?
He wore it the whole time.
Oh, man. There was some good stuff. But, yeah, so if you follow kind of the ups and downs of the movie, it was pretty much the same. You have him having some struggles at the beginning.
Right.
There's the relational stuff in the middle.
Yes.
So, first him in the first movie falling in love with Adrian, and now in this one, proving his love by standing by her. Not proving his love for the baby, but definitely for his wife.
No.
And then getting to the big fight scene. So, like I said at the beginning, this was basically the same movie, but I didn't mind.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
So, what do you think? Rocky 3, what's going to happen? Let's do some predictions, and then we'll read some listener feedback.
I think that he and Mr. T, he and Apollo Creed come to an understanding with one another.
So, you think Apollo Creed will be in the third movie?
Yeah, but he'll be like his friend instead of the villain.
Oh, okay. I feel like, if I knew nothing about casting or all that stuff, I'd say Apollo Creed's in the third movie. He wants a rematch for the World Championship. And we see Rocky 3 being basically like Rocky 1 and 2.
I think they'll mix it up a little bit.
Okay.
It is shorter, though. So I think that's a good sign.
Let's read a little listener feedback.
All right.
Andy Christensen wrote in and said, as someone who's been a fan of Rocky for years and have seen them all, it was so fun listening to you guys hypothesize about the following movies with no previous knowledge. So excited for your reactions after watching the next few. And Jeremy said that was my favorite part, too. So, I mean, that's what we're doing right now, but there was something I had said last... Oh, yeah, I'd mentioned on the last video / podcast that I knew there was some line about, yo, Adrian, I did it.
And here it is.
We got it in the second movie.
Yes.
So it happened. Okay.
Yeah,
what do you got over here?
Well, the only one I have that's relevant to this conversation is from Jeremy telling us that Hulk Hogan and Mr. T are in Rocky 3.
Okay, now that was something I had thought was true, but then I also remembered they were in a different boxing movie called No Holds Barred, so they must have been really into boxing movies together.
Right.
Okay, interesting. Shannon over on our YouTube page said, modern boxing is 12 rounds for championship fights and 10 rounds for the others. 15 rounds is not used anymore due to health concerns, among other reasons. It has been this way for years now.
Yeah.
I can see why. Rocky was pretty beat up. A listener/viewer named Tree Branch says, Rocky is definitely in my top 5 movies of all time. Can't believe you guys hadn't seen it. Did you know Stallone wrote the script and didn't want the movie to be made unless he was Rocky? Well, he wrote this script too and directed this movie.
Yes. And played Rocky.
And played Rocky. The studio wanted someone else for the role, but he wouldn't back down. He ended up winning an Oscar. He was also nominated for his role in Creed as well, but didn't win. FYI, Matt, no one could ever cut a hole in someone's eyelid.
That's correct.
But if you cut the eye, it reduces the swelling, like Ben was saying. Looking forward to your other reviews in the series.
They did not cut an eye window for him. That did not happen.
It seemed logical. And now that same eye is the one that's going blind because they cut an eye window.
I don't think that was it.
Shane on the YouTube page says, I'm not 100% sure, but I think a split decision in boxing means it's not a unanimous decision between the 3 judges scoring the fight. In other words, 2 judges had Creed winning and 1 judge had Rocky winning. It's a drama disguised as a sports movie. Rocky is definitely a 5 in my opinion. I can't believe you guys have never seen these movies. Very much looking forward to hearing what you think about the rest of the series. Oh yeah, the actor that plays Mickey is Burgess Meredith, not Meredith Burgess, that's what I said.
Right.
You guys make me feel old. Sorry about that, Shane. Yes, I realized my error because, as I mentioned in the last episode, I am a fan of the Batman 1966 series, and I like the actor that plays Mickey also plays Penguin, so I like Burgess Meredith. He
was pretty great in this movie.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, he kept unzipping. Like, every scene, it felt like his hoodie got unzipped more and more, and he was not wearing a shirt underneath.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
But, I mean, he came through. He stuck with, I think it shows what a good manager is. He stuck with Rocky during the hard time in the hospital.
I think that was the only...
That's basically the only nice thing he did.
Well, that was the only option he had. Like, what's he going to do? Just go back to his gym?
He had a really weird adjective he kept on using with Rocky as he wanted him to get faster. He was talking about being greasy fast.
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
He had like a paragraph that rhymed the whole time.
Like Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, you gotta be faster, you'll be last. It was something like that. It was pretty great.
Oh, man. Well, any last thoughts?
I'm looking... I know that the next 3 are supposed to gradually go down.
Okay.
Before we get to Rocky Balboa and then things get better. I'm looking forward to them. I mean, I'm really enjoying the series.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I guess in some ways now I'm starting to look more forward towards the more modern ones, like when he's old, Rocky Balboa and Creed. But yeah, 3, 4, and 5.
Oh, we did see Creed's child in this one.
Yeah, first appearance in this movie.
Which I don't think Michael B. Jordan was alive in 1979.
It's possible he was.
No, he's younger than me.
Okay, maybe not. So, well, give or take.
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
Maybe Creed has another love child or something 10 years after this movie.
I'm starting to worry. I think because I've heard negative reactions to these next movies, I think I have lower expectations going in. But
some people like 3 better than 2. I think it's pretty much unanimous that 4 and 5, it's not good.
Okay.
But then
the next
gets
2
better, yeah.
Okay, well, that's pretty good. We should try to, I don't know if we really want to do this, but maybe we start a little earlier and we watch 4 and 5 in one viewing and just say, we're knocking these out.
We could.
Do you hate that idea?
A little bit.
Okay.
That's a lot of bad movie in one day.
I get it.
Like, part of what I like about it, because I think they're both, I was looking on the box, and it's like 90-something minutes and 100 minutes. That's over 3 hours of bad movie.
Oh my the microphone there, sorry.
Yeah.
I'll stop moving around. Well, let's just wrap this up. So, more movies coming up. Yeah, I thought we were going to be doing this about once a month, but it's only been 3 weeks here, and we're already back at it.
Yeah,
so.
This is fun.
Yeah.
Kind of mixes it up.
I like it. Well, should we sign off?
Yeah.
That's all from here. I'm Matt Anderson.
I'm Ben T-Bono.
And we are the Sci-Fi Christians, signing off.
A solid episode.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I kind of want to look ahead and see what's going to happen, or just look at the characters, but...
I know some spoilers, but I won't tell
What?
you.
How did you find out spoilers?
I read them on Wikipedia.
So you wanted to know what was going to happen?
No, I just...
Accidentally read them?
Eh,
How did you accidentally come across Rocky spoilers?
I was looking at the cast list, and then that person isn't in any movies after this one. I wonder why. Oh, that character dies. Not Rocky, obviously. He's in the rest.
Now you spoil it for me. I know who dies. Well, I won't look at your reaction. I'll just make my guess, and then you don't react. I'll close my eyes so you can react for the video, but not to me.
I'll nod my head or shake my head.
So I can't watch this video then for a while. Okay.
Oh, no, okay.
No, it's okay. You can do it. I won't watch it.
You can watch it and just turn it off for this part.
Based on what you're saying, it seems to me like Apollo Creed is going to die maybe after the third movie. It sounds like you know he's in the third movie. So he must die.
I don't remember which movie it was, actually.
Don't tell me anything. So it must be him. Okay. Now stop shaking your head.
Okay.
All right. No spoilers. Oh. We've already signed off, so I don't know what else there is to do.
Nope.
So long, folks.
Yeah, bye.
Good night viewing. I do kind of feel weird, like, leaning into the microphone, because it's going to be like... I mean, we have to be on video. I can't just be lounging over here.
Well, you can. It'll pick you up.
Well, I feel like I have to be close to the microphone.
No, I don't think you do. Your voice picks up a little better than mine.
I kind of yell, though, on purpose. Like, I kind of raise my voice
that must
for
be why.
podcasting purposes.
Yeah, because I can always tell, like, when I look at Audacity, which ones are you.
Do you do levelator? Do you level the audio?
No. I stopped doing that.
I do that.
How does that work?
So, it works great.
Yeah.
So you're not going to do it for these Rocky episodes?
Maybe I will.
Okay, thanks.
We'll see.
I knew I should have stayed in charge of this.
Well,
no.
But you got to edit the video part then, too.
Yeah.
It's hard work.
I understand. Are we still on?
Yeah. I mean, it's still...
Is this a bonus feature for the video?
It can be.
Yeah,
I feel like we already had the bonus.
Let's have this not be on the podcast, because I noticed that the last video and podcast were identical.
Yeah, that's because it's kind of hard. It's extra work.
I
didn't want to do extra work.
Isn't it kind of cool for the video audience to have something special?
Yeah, but just extra work. Like, because I can just export the MP3 directly from Adobe.
I get it.
When I edit the video.
So this is not going to be on video, probably.
It'll be on both.
No. Well, then our podcast audience is going to be like, what are they even talking about? I can't see anything.
Well, then they'll know to go watch the video. It's an advertisement for our YouTube page.
Well, why don't you tell people some things are happening on the YouTube page right now?
Game of Thrones reviews.
Okay.
We got one more. So, we missed last week. Well, we missed 2 weeks ago because the baby, but it wasn't a good episode.
Okay.
Then we did this last week, which was amazing.
Oh, yeah, I kind of heard some things about this episode, but I'm not caught up at all.
Am I allowed to say bastards? It's an official title.
Yeah, well,
Battle of the Bastards.
The title, and it's because
it's a technical term.
Right. I mean, the two people leading each side of the battle don't have fathers. So
they have fathers. No, that's not what bastard means.
Wait, what is... I know what this is.
Right.
They grew up without their dads, right?
No.
Or no, they're not married. The dads weren't married.
The dads weren't married.
To their mom.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, everybody has a father.
Yeah, I guess I don't know what I was thinking, because technically speaking...
biology works.
Listen, I think I was a little distracted by trying to explain it, because technically speaking, listeners will know this. I
did want to say it. I did want to say it.
I grew up with my dad, and my parents weren't married.
Right.
So I think I know what you're getting at.
I didn't want to say... I wasn't going to go there.
So...
The elephant in the room.
Yes, I think as I was trying to, gently explain it for our sci-fi Christian audience, because we know there's some people that are going to be like, oh... They're fading away from Christianity. They're throwing out words like that. And so...
yeah.
And in my attempt to gently explain it, I literally forgot the definition of something that I am.
Right. But only in a technical sense.
In a technical sense.
Not like in the colloquial sense. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So, Game of Thrones.
Good episode.
You're done with your... weren't you doing some horror movie reviews for a while?
No. That's
Is that
later.
coming up? Is that a spoiler?
No. Well, remember we were going to do that.
Yeah.
Because we're going to start with the podcast episode, and then I was going to do the YouTube ones. And then I said I want to wait because Game of Thrones was coming up, and I didn't want to have to be trying to do two at the same time.
Okay. All right. Well, we could also mention, since we're here, on YouTube for the first time. I've
Second time.
no, this is the first time I've been able to mention it on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Is that we are currently in the process of raising money for a water fund. So a little charity action. If you want to go to www.onedayswages.org/the sci-fi Christian, you'll go to a page where you can donate, and this donation is through a ministry called One Day's Wages, and you are going to be able to help us bring water to places around the world.
Right. We send water over
that don't have access to clean water. And I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
I do like to mention we don't actually mail water.
Don't mail the water.
We send money to this ministry, and then they take care of figuring out the wells
the whole
and
give
whatnot.
a man a fish scenario.
I don't think it's exactly. That's not exactly how it goes, but
give a man a bottle of water, or teach him to bottle water, and he'll have it for the rest of his life.
So again, www.onedayswages.org/the sci-fi Christian.
Yeah.
You can go there, donate today. Our goal is to raise $5,000, and we're right now at
nowhere close.
I think it's like 1,200 or so.
Nowhere close.
Come on, everybody! Now that we're talking to the YouTube audience as well,
we're doing good work, but it's not going to happen.
We're talking to the YouTube audience as well as the podcasting audience. There's more people out there that now can jump on board and give to this awesome charity. We're trying to make a difference this year, right?
We did already. Made that difference.
We have made some difference, but I think we can do more together, everybody.
Yeah. I've given.
So have I. And so have lots of you out there.
I'm tapped out.
I guess by lots, I mean a few. But thank you to all those. Thank you to those that have already donated. And if you'd like to today, go to onedayswages.org/the sci-fi Christian.
Yeah.
Well, shall we just end this episode?
Yeah, I think it's time.
All right, well.
Yeah, goodbye.
So long, folks.